Welcome to The Real Review, sponsored by Parametric and Lazy Ape Studios, where you get some of the latest happenings, real thoughts, and perspectives in the world of film and television. Everybody, my name is Matthew S. Hay II, and with me I have Mr. Joel Cunningham. How are you doing, Joel?
Actually, it's Joel Cunningham,
The ninth?
third, the times two.
No. Yeah? To the seventh power.
Yeah, to the pi.
Yeah,
That
to
was
the pi. Three
Yeah.
repeating.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, how are
For
you?
just making up names. I mean, why
you
not?
doing well?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm very hungry at the moment.
Yeah?
Yeah, I could go for some sort of food. I don't know what.
Okay.
Oh, I should mention this. I haven't talked about this yet. I do have a new minor obsession, which is dangerous because it's a lot more expensive than the LaCroix.
What is it?
It's ramen.
Like
They opened
Naruto?
up like Naruto. Yeah, I've always been a big fan of ramen, but I just haven't had it accessible where I'm at. There's a bunch of them in like close to southern, like down in Tempe, Phoenix, closer to where you are.
Like a
in
ramen
town.
shop?
Yeah, but I live in like Desert Ridge area, and I work in Scottsdale here at the studio. But there's not a lot of ramen shops nearby or things like that.
So
but
you
they just opened one at Scottsdale Quarter that it's like pretty pricey too. It's like $15,
Dang.
but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not amazing. I mean, it's good, is what I would say.
So
And
it's like better
dangerous.
than a couple noodles?
So much better. Yeah. I'll take you sometime. We'll have to grab it.
Yeah, man, this sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm actually hungry now. Thanks a lot, buddy.
You're welcome. I could go for some ramen.
But yeah, so hey, if you're tuning in, this is our coming soon and news segment where we're going to talk about the movies coming out in the next couple of days.
Yes.
And some pertinent movie news that's going down in the news world of the movie land.
Sure, if we got it. I think we do have a bit this time, don't we?
Yeah, I have one little thing I want to talk about, but yeah, we can talk about it when we get there.
Yeah, but we have a big release.
We do. We have a large release, which is good news because the last 2 weekends at the box office have been atrocious.
Yes.
So now we got this one, and this is
ridiculous. They've been ridiculous.
This one, Joel. This
Yep.
one, Joel, is the one that we've been talking about for a few weeks now, and it's on my hype level of like 1,000.
Like off the charts hype level for this guy.
And what I'm talking about is IT. The synopsis is a bunch of scary network computer analysts go around.
I think you got the wrong film.
Oh, okay, wait.
Just kidding.
Oh, sorry.
I know
no.
you're kidding.
Okay. So we're talking about it.
I might actually see that film.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'll probably end up seeing this one too.
We're talking
to be
about
honest.
it.
Yes.
Synopsis: a group of bullied kids band together when a monster, taking the appearance of a clown, begins hunting children. And based on Stephen King's work, directed by Andy Muschietti. And then, Cary Fukunaga. He has a screenplay. I forgot that. He was actually going to direct it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got a bunch of people. Can't even really go through. Bill Skarsgård plays Pennywise. But then you have Finn Wolfhard. We know him from Stranger Things. Sophia Lillis. Jeremy Ray Taylor. Jaden Lieber. Chosen Jacobs.
Yeah.
And a number of others as well. But, yeah, man, I've told you, I've said it a number of times on the show, I'm excited for this movie.
I'm not. I will say, you know me, I don't like the scary films.
Yeah.
This film is actually, I'm going to stand on principle and not go watch this. This film is causing clowns to lose work.
I know, I saw that.
And it's a Hollywood Reporter article. I am not going to support a film that's causing people to lose. I'm just kidding, man.
You know what's also losing work?
What?
Great White Sharks because of Jaws.
Yeah, but they're not really hired for much of anything.
They're hired for things, I'm sure, in Sharkland. People are like, we can't use you because, you're being protested against by the humans.
Probably a very good paying career if you're like a dentist for great white sharks, I imagine, because that's just never ending.
Yeah, it's crazy. Regardless,
Yeah.
I'm pumped. It looks really good. Apparently, this is going to potentially be the part 1 of the part 2.
Yeah.
And
It definitely... Sorry, go ahead.
Social media embargo lifted already, so full reviews are not out yet. So
Right.
Rotten Tomatoes has no score, but social media is blown up with nothing but positivity so far.
Yep.
That it's both heartfelt, scary, and funny, and all kinds of stuff. So I'm getting Stranger vibes, things with the kids.
It looks like a scarier version of Stranger Things.
Much scarier version of Stranger Things. And yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be good.
I mean, I think it'll be good. It's hard for me to be excited about it because of the horror aspects, and I'm not a big fan of the horror. So I'm going to try to maybe make it to this one still. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to be...
Maybe I'll bring my earplugs and just sit there. And
I don't want to be somehow responsible to you needing therapy, Joel.
It's not going to do that.
Okay.
It's really, we've talked about it. I don't like jump scares. I just don't get anything from them.
You go home and all of the lights are on in your house, and you're
it's not
I'm
like
just gonna sleep like
this. When I say that, I feel like I'm calling myself out to be like a wuss. I don't. I mean, I love thrill-seeking type stuff. I love skydiving. I've done all that type of stuff. I love that type of mindset, but being scared by a movie doesn't really do anything for me.
I hate heights.
Okay, I have no problem with heights.
So, like, I was in New York this last year.
And I'm not scared of clowns either. I have no fear of clowns for the most part. I think they're fine.
I was on the top of the roof of the building that I was at, and I just looked over. I was like, I'm done. I'm out, guys.
I'm outie.
Yeah, it was no good. Anyway, so just reminded me of things I'm scared of. Heights, no good.
But, I mean, from everything I've seen with the trailers and the acting and the cinematography, it all looks really good. It definitely looks a lot more interesting and better paced and better cinematography than the original made-for-TV version.
Tim Curry.
That's a Tim Curry version.
I just think of Clue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was probably one of my favorite roles of his.
Yeah.
The Clue thing. Yeah. But that was a good movie. So, yeah, I don't know, Matt.
9. I'm going 9, my anticipation
9.
level.
Wow. I'm just going to put it at a 6 because I'm excited
for it.
Because
I don't know what to do 6. Okay.
Well, my level of excitement for it being a good film versus my level of excitement for not wanting to be scared by it is kind of like biting into what I like. If it weren't a scary movie, I would probably be closer to a 9.
Right.
But because it is, it's like knocking it all the way down to like a 6. It's like chopping off a few letters there. So or numbers
nice.
There. Yeah.
Well, I think maybe you'll be more interested in seeing this other movie.
Maybe not. Oh, scary.
So
this one's almost scary in its own way.
The other major release coming out this weekend is Home Again,
which is about Reese Witherspoon getting it on with 3 younger underage men.
It seems so weird.
It does seem weird.
Okay, so the synopsis: life for a single mom in Los Angeles takes an unexpected turn when she allows 3 young guys to move in with her. Directed by Haley Myers Shire, and then stars Nat Wolff, which we recently learned about in Death Note. Reese Witherspoon, Lake Bell, Michael Sheen, Pico Alexander, Candice Bergen, Lola Flannery, and a bunch of other people. So, I will say this. I like Michael Sheen as an actor.
I like Michael Sheen as an actor, too. For the most part, I like Reese Witherspoon.
Right, but she
hasn't done a lot recently.
This doesn't look good.
She did Big Little Lies on HBO, which I didn't see that. Check out,
Laura Dern's in that, right?
Yeah, I've heard that's actually really good.
Yeah, I
didn't have a chance to check it out, but I heard that was great. But I haven't seen her in a lot. She did that one. Was that what hike one? The one where she was on the hike? Was it Hike? I don't know what it was.
Oh yeah. It was like Home.
Home? Was it Home?
Wait, no.
Because she just came out. Oh, Wild.
Wild, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she did Wild, which I saw, which I thought was all right.
If it was Home, this would be called Home Again. It'd be like the sequel to it.
Yeah, I feel like this. The weird thing about this movie is it wouldn't, and I'm not huge on this like whole gender thing, but like I feel like if the genders were reversed in this, it really wouldn't work.
Right.
I think they would think that the main guy was basically kind of like this gross, pervy, like hitting on these young girls type thing.
I don't get it. I guess I don't get it. And the trailer.
I don't know the audiences for this at this point. It seems like maybe, and this sounds really bad again. It's not a gender thing, but like middle-aged women, like that's who it appeals to in my mind.
I don't know.
I don't think any younger guys are really like, I want to go see Reese Witherspoon, get it on and flirt with a bunch of younger guys and maybe find love.
I don't know, man. This is an odd one to me. The trailer was not appealing, and it's just kind of like, next trailer, please. And I don't know.
Because it's made by the same guy that made like The Holiday and everything like that, which I thought The Holiday was effective because it kind of was like open-ended.
Sure.
And a more standard romantic type relationship, and had kind of a fun thing that like whether you're, no matter what age or kind of, gender you might have, you're like, well, the idea of 2 people swapping places and living completely different lives for a little while can be fun.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah, Freaky Friday. I mean, there can be some interest there, but like for something like this, it's like, I don't know. I just don't know who it appeals to beyond like maybe, like I said, that middle-aged kind of female audience. I could see maybe older guys going with their wives or something like that to watch it, but
they're like, you went and see The Hitman's Bodyguard with me last week. I'll go see Home Again.
It
with
looks
you
like
this
the
week.
most like I know exactly what this is going to go. Like, okay, well now there's a joke there and there's going to be a romantic tension moment and the love interest is going to show up at this point. It's like everything I knew even in the trailer was going to happen exactly the way I predicted it. And so I'm like, the film's going to probably be, it really just comes down to, Is she going to find herself and then end up with the young guy, or is she going to find herself and then end up with her old husband?
I think she's going to be by herself.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah.
I guess that's the third option.
Yeah,
there.
I'm a strong, independent woman and gonna go like maybe that's,
I could see that too.
I don't know. That was my
takeaway
thought, but whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Excitement level 2.
Yeah, 2.5-ish.
1.75 for me. Okay, I'll take it down.
You went down because I went up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I got to bounce you out a little here.
How dare you?
Yeah, hey, well, that's all good. Any other declarations of love for that movie before we move on?
No.
Okay.
I thought about it. I was like, nope.
So let us know if you guys see that movie. But next, I want to move into movie news because there is one thing, maybe a couple things I want to talk about. First one is, and this is really interesting to me, not necessarily surprising, but interesting. Paul Bettany.
What? Paul
Bettany, a.k.a. Vision.
Yeah.
From the Avengers films.
What? Avengers?
Is now filming on the new Han Solo movie.
Is he?
Yeah.
They brought him in.
They brought him in. Just kind of like, it seems like it was out of blue. Obviously,
As Vision?
Maybe.
It's a crossover.
Maybe he is Vision.
Finally crossing over Marvel and Star
Disney
Wars.
property.
It's
They
all
could do
Disney.
it.
Could totally do it. What a
crazy.
shocker of shockers that would be.
Nobody knows what he's doing, but he's doing that.
Maybe
but
Vision learned how to like cross-dimensionally travel. Maybe Star Wars takes place in another dimension within the Marvel universe.
we already know that they Michael K. What was his last name?
I don't know.
From The Wire. Anyway, he had to drop out because he had scheduling conflicts with his reshoots. This is the most like extensive reshoots. So they're bringing in Paul Bettany to do something. Nobody knows what he's doing. I like him. I think he's fine. We'll see what happens.
I will say this. It scares me that they're bringing in a whole new actor for reshoots.
Right.
Especially a well-known name.
Right.
Because it tells me that that's not just a little bit of reshooting. That's major restructuring reshoots.
Right.
Which, I mean, we have heard a lot of pretty negative things happening around the Han Solo film.
Yep.
That's what I'm calling it, the Han Solo film.
Han Solo.
Yeah. So, or Solo Han Solo film. That would probably be better.
Yep.
So that kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah. It's kind of an odd thing.
Yeah.
Another world.
Sometimes you think maybe they should just shut down the whole movie and they should reboot.
No, I feel like I feel like this is going to be a Ron Howard film when it's done.
I mean, they're bringing in a whole new actor.
What is it? The DGA, Directors Guild of America rule? You can only have one director credited unless you're like a brother like duo that does.
That's actually changed.
Has
it
it
used
changed?
to be, it used to be only one director was accredited, but I believe you can have multiple directors accredited.
Really?
Now. Yep.
I didn't know that.
It's with the and sign.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I believe so because I've seen.
Well, because
I don't know. Maybe you should check that out.
Because Zack Snyder is still being the director credit on the Justice League reshoots that Joss Whedon came in and filled in for, like all the director stuff that he did. But Joss Whedon's getting a writing credit, not a director's credit, even though he directed a good chunk of the film.
I know you can. I mean, obviously, we've seen this now. You can have multiple writers listed on there, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I don't know either. It's one of those things. It's a union rule, so I don't know what the thing is there. But in other news,
yes,
Shia LaBeouf won't return for Indiana Jones 5.
Yay! That's
Yay.
good news. I didn't see that. That's actually a happy news for me. That's actually that is happy news for me.
His name was Mutt. I don't know. Anyways.
Can't go wrong with Shia LaBeouf.
I like
Mutt.
Okay, here's the thing. Shia LaBeouf, he can be a wonderful actor. He can be a fantastic actor. Fury, he was incredible in that movie. I loved him in that movie. But Indiana Jones, I guess the problem was just the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole movie was bad.
Yeah.
And it's not like he didn't bring anything to it.
I feel like Indiana Jones is universally looked at as being a bad film. I don't really know
the fourth one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The first three are awesome. That was one of the trilogies I grew up with as a kid.
I would say for sure the first and the third. The second was a bit controversial. Some people thought the Temple of Doom was...
It was pretty
bad.
dark.
It was dark. I mean, there was also the characters, the Constant, and then Gadget. What was that kid's name? Was it Gadget?
Short Round.
Yeah. I mean, Gadget. I mean, there was just some annoyances that were in that film because of the way that they put the characters in there. But the story it told was interesting and fine. It was a very big divergence from the style and the tone of the first indie film.
Yeah, so there's 3 trilogies as a kid I grew up. It was Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
Back to the Future,
Yeah.
and the original Star Wars trilogy.
Which are all in a way somehow associated with Steven Spielberg.
I know, it's crazy, right? So anyways,
Spielberg wasn't involved with Star Wars, obviously, but
him and Lucas were
are very close to each other.
Friends.
Often compare notes and stuff.
Yeah. So those that was the VHS tapes that I wore out basically as a kid. Those 3 trilogies. But you're right. Temple of Doom definitely less so. Anyway, so this movie I'm glad. Sure, I don't even know what the direction is they're going with this. Harrison Ford is like it's like 80 or something. I don't know. So like,
yeah, I thought by now they would have picked a new one.
Yeah,
it's really surprising me that they're going to keep on with Indy being who he is in the film.
I don't know what they're going to do because I feel like Tom Holland's got this Nathan Drake project coming out. And Nathan Drake is basically Indiana Jones.
Yeah, he's like a modern day version of Indiana Jones.
Right. So I feel like this Sony, I think it's a Sony property. They're it's going to potentially take that place and kind of fill that void.
Yeah.
But I don't know what Indiana Jones is going to do, you know?
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I mean, I'll be interested to see if they take it in more standard kind of direction. I mean, I don't think anybody wanted Indiana Jones to take on aliens.
Right.
So,
oh my god.
Maybe they'll go in a more standard direction with it, take it back more to like American kind of lore type stuff with the the Bible and historical.
Yeah.
More of historical lore. I think that would probably fit. It doesn't even have to be Bible oriented. It just has to be more of like a historical type thing, for it to be interesting. Again, I think most people looked at the 4th Indiana Jones and said, yeah, it's a pretty bad movie.
They were like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
that's crazy.
I don't know. So I was looking, by the way, to try and find out the thing about the directors. I can't find anything at the moment.
That's okay.
I think that if you are part of DGA, they still might say no to directors listed, but if you're not in DGA, then you might be able to have 2 listed, but I don't know. So
yeah, I don't know either.
We'll see.
But it's all right. That's all I got for the news. Anything else you can think of recently happened? But yeah, guys, that's it for the news. That's it for our coming soon segment. I am curious to hear about what you guys have to think about all that stuff. So email us at realreviewmedia@gmail.com. And then also shout at us. Give us a shout out.
Just shout at us.
Facebook.com.
Don't, just wherever you're at right now.
/Real Review Media.
Just shout at us.
Instagram and Twitter at Real Review Media. Then find us on our website, realreviewmedia@gmail.com, and email us. So let us know what's going on there. But
we'll be listening for your shouts.
We'll be listening for your shout outs and all that fun stuff. But anything else we got to add to that?
No, I think I'm good.
Nah, well, it's been real.
It's been real.